Cassie Ray, and I own the blog, website, and business of Honestly Bear. I am a nutritionist and birth doula and absolutely love what I do, and I am here to share with you a video of affordable ways to be able to make easy breakfast items for your family. I am doing this in collaboration with Christy. She is one of my favorite Instagrammers and YouTubers. I just love her. She is so caring, sweet, down-to-earth person. I absolutely love everything that she does, and I have a video today with her discussing meals that are affordable for your family. She is doing a video on her channel talking about dinners, as well as a bunch of different recipes for that. So she is sharing a dinner. I will be sharing some breakfast ideas and a breakfast. I actually had a lot of footage that was already done. It was already recorded, everything like that. I already used all of the ingredients, and the whole entire footage was absolutely corrupt. It cannot be found. Like, I don't know where it's at. It won't show up on my computer. It's not on my SIM card. I don't know where it's at. So I thought instead I would share some cheap and affordable breakfast items that you can have for your family throughout the month of December, so that way you're not overspending on your grocery budget or anything like that for the month of Christmas, and you are able to have affordable meals that can fill your family up that are just absolutely good. And if I can, I'll insert some clips from my other videos where I share some of my breakfast items and recipes that I have too. I will insert some clips here and there because I think that it actually will be helpful for you there. So the number one thing that I wanted to share with you is oatmeal. Oatmeal is one of the most delicious, easy, filling breakfasts that you can add, and it can be really healthy. So you can add nuts and seeds to this. You can add peanut butter. You can add protein powder. You can add pretty much anything that you want. And what I do for my nuts and seeds is I get the bags in the bakery aisle that are already like prepackaged and chopped and everything like that, and I'll just sprinkle that on like my yogurt, which is another really great easy breakfast. So yogurt, or I'll put it in my pancakes or top it whenever I put the maple syrup on my pancakes. I will add that to my oatmeal. You can also add dates to your oatmeal. That's really good too. Oatmeal is really good for lactation, so if you're breastfeeding mom, that's really great to have, and you can have it in many different ways and many different flavors. One of my favorite ways is to have it with either honey or maple syrup. I love both of those. They're absolutely delicious that way, and so if you need something that's cheap and affordable and easy, that is one of them. The next one is pancakes. Pancakes are really delicious. They are filling, and you can again make them super hearty. So what I like to do is add protein powder, chia, flax, and hemp seeds, as well as adding an extra egg or two for added protein. That way it'll last and stick with me and my son throughout the day, and so we don't have to feel hungry right after we ate pancakes. And I can tell a difference whenever we eat pancakes that I made versus eating like waffles or something like that that are store-bought. Right after I eat a waffle for that store-bought, I'm starving, but whenever I eat one of my pancakes, or if I make it into waffles, it sticks with me a lot longer because I got added protein and carbs into my breakfast. Speaking of eggs, the next one is eggs. You can make this into omelets, which are really fun. You can make it into a breakfast hash, which is actually what I share with you guys in the video, was hash browns layered on the bottom with eggs. And I added tomato, onion, broccoli, garlic, and what else did I add? I added one more thing. Bell pepper. I added all of that, and jalapenos. I added all of that to the egg mixture. And then I put salt and pepper, and I then would put and cooked it in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. I took it out, I added cheese on top, and then I put it back in the oven and let it just cook for a little bit longer. It is so good that way, and is a really great way to use up a lot of your extra vegetables that you have. So what I like to do is throughout the week I chop up my vegetables, and whenever I chop them up and I have some left over, or if we have any leftovers at all, normally on Thursdays of the week I will make omelets, and I will include all of those random little vegetable bits inside of there. And it's a great way to use your leftover vegetables to where you don't have leftovers from your week. That's just one of the best ways that I like to use it, but you can do it any way that you like. So eggs is another good one. Another really good one is egg muffins. It's a really good and a great way to use all of those items that you have left over in your fridge. Another thing as far as eggs go is you can make omelets, you can make egg sandwiches. They're just a really easy, and they are a perfect protein. So that's a good way to use that. French toast. French toast is another thing that you can really beef up and make heartier. So you can have it with sausage if you would like, or you can make stuffed French toast. And what you can do is fill that with cream cheese or something like that. Or you could not even have it stuffed and just have protein mixed in the mixture and have that on the outside, protein powder. You're already getting extra protein with the egg on the outside, but just as an added thought. Another way is to add less sugar, so use simple sugars like agave, honey, or syrup, but just remember to not have honey for children under 2. They are not able to have it because of botulism, so that's just something to think about. We as adults can also have a little bit of taste a little bit of botulism or things like that and not die from it, but children can. So that's just a thought and some tidbit of information for you to know. But French toast is a really good one. It's really easy, and you can have the French toast already kind of either prepped, or you can have a French toast bake. That's what I like to do because I get to prep it for the week. So I'll cut up all of my bread squares and I'll keep it in a separate bag so that way it's not super soggy by the time I want to cook it. And so on that morning of, I will take all those bread squares out. I will put it in a pan, a casserole dish, and I will pour the egg mixture on top. And then I will add oats to the top of it. I will add hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, any kind of nuts that I want on top of it. And I will put it in the oven. You can even add dried fruit if that's something that you like. And you can put it in the oven and take it out and eat it and cut it up for your family. It's absolutely delicious. And then you also packed it with a ton of nutrients, which is just one of the best things, and it's delicious. So that's one of the ways as well for French toast. Breakfast sandwiches are my favorite ever. I love them so much. I get or make a really nice seeded bread. That's what I usually make for the week, and I will make it homemade because the nice seeded bread in the store is so expensive, and so I just make it myself. And I will have either the nice seeded bread, and I will toast it and cut it up, and I will then smear that with a little bit of avocado mayo. I will add either bacon or sausage, something like that. I will also add and pack it with a ton of veggies. So what I like to do is saute a bunch of vegetables together, again using up what I have left over from previous meals. I will chop it all up and I will saute it, and I will put that on top. I will add a cheese slice square, and then I will add an egg, whether fried or not, boiled. I like eggs all different ways, so I like to just make eggs and then just have it for whatever, but I usually will cook it and then put it on top. And then I will put this seeded bread over that and smush it. Avocado is really good, bacon's really good. Even like the lunch meat turkeys or lunch meat hams are really good for breakfast sandwiches, and very cheap and inexpensive and really healthy for you. So that's one of the other ways to have that. Egg bakes, like what I shared with you, where you put the hash browns and the bacon, the eggs, the sausage, and all of that, and you put it in the oven. Those are really good and easy and convenient, delicious meals. Cinnamon rolls are another really cheap meal that you can make healthy, right? So the filling, instead of using a ton of brown sugar and a ton of butter and all of that, you can cut half the butter, half the cinnamon, half the brown sugar, add some cinnamon, some extra cinnamon, or you can even use maple syrup on the inside or agave, and have nuts on top, walnuts, and all of that. You can also fill it with just a bunch of different fruits. There are so many different ways to make cinnamon rolls, and you can make them really healthy and inexpensive. So there's that. And then smoothies. Smoothies are a really easy way to make breakfast, and it's very cheap and affordable if you let it. So you can use this and make acai bowls. You can make smoothies out of this as well. It can be very, like I said, inexpensive if you let it. Healthy food can be very inexpensive if you let it be. So one of the ways that I like to make smoothies is I will save the leftover bits of fruit that we have throughout the week. So usually we'll have like a half a cup of blueberries left. We'll have a half or 1 to 2, maybe even 3 strawberries left throughout the week. That might be going bad. Like all of these things might be going bad. We might have a couple blackberries and spinach, different types of vegetables and fruit that, mainly fruit, because vegetables I use in omelets and all kinds of stuff, so I don't have typically a lot left of that. But a lot of my fruit I tend to have like leftovers of, or like a couple little bits of pineapple or orange or apples, something like that that's just kind of like needing to be used. I will chop all of that up and I will put them in like little Ziploc bags, and I will put them in the freezer. And whenever I have a good collection of them, that whole week I'll just eat with a spoonful of peanut butter in there, and I've mixed it up and blended it up, and it's been really delicious, and it feeds a lot of people. You'd be surprised with all of these how much it actually makes and how you can use it throughout the week. So one of the other things I like to do with French toast, which I never mentioned, was I will make the whole batch of French toast. So I will use a whole entire loaf of bread to make the French toast, and I will then cook all of them, and then I will freeze half of them, and I will put them in the freezer. And then whenever I want to make French toast for my family for breakfast, all I have to do is take it out of the freezer and put them in the toaster, and they toast right up, and they taste just like I made homemade French toast. So that's just some ideas. Again, you can always freeze all of these, and you can have them throughout the week. Oatmeal I don't recommend. I recommend just making like your own little to-go cups, or like the omelets. You can make crack an egg, make a head breakfast. You can have it where you have cracked a couple eggs in there and put all your toppings in there, to where you can just dump it in the skillet and cook it. That's a really good and easy, fulfilling breakfast. So yeah, all these are really delicious, and they fill your family up well. Another really good one is tacos, breakfast tacos. In Texas, we eat a lot of those, and they're delicious. And so if you're interested in any of that, I will also have that recipe. I have a blog with all of these recipes on them, so I will leave that link down below, and all of these will be available on there, and they will be sharing all of my tips and tricks and recipes for you. So if you want to try any of these, I will link them down below, as well as the video portion that I had where I showed you all of how I made everything. I will have that recipe down below because I don't know where the footage is. It's completely lost. So I apologize for that, but I did make a blog post sharing exactly how I made it. So if you're interested in that, I will link that too. Other than that, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. We are kicking off the moment of Vlogmas. This is Vlogmas right now. Like, this is the start of it today. And I hope that this was informative. I hope that this was very informative and helpful for you in finding ways to save money throughout the Christmas time. And go check out Christy's video. I will have it linked down below as well. And that is where you can find dinner ideas and a dinner recipe. It is delicious because I love all of her videos. And my favorite one of hers is actually the canning video that she did. It's amazing. Anyways, I will link that down below for you guys. So if you like this video, go ahead and watch that other video. And if you're coming over from her channel, thank you so much. I am so grateful that you decided to watch this video. Stay tuned to watch the rest of my Vlogmas, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you would like to. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a blessed start of your Christmas season. Bye guys.